voices are trained, some voices are gifted, whereas some are fought for. Today's guest is someone who didn't just become a singer. In fact, she built a stage for other women who were never given one. She chose courage, passion, and impact over applause. But today, I would like to find out, when the music stops, who she is. This is Rise Beyond Titles, and Assalamu Alaikum. Today, my guest is Samra Khan. Thank you so much, Samra, for having a candid conversation, agreeing to having a candid conversation with us. And I'm sure this particular episode will be highly musical, emotional, and intense.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think any platform where we're able to express ourselves, especially candidly, like you rightly said,
Absolutely.
I think that's a great opportunity.
Wonderful. So I'm very happy to have Samra Khan here. But before we get started into the episode, what I'd like to do is I've started a new ritual for my episodes. You see this black card here. It's not just placed here for, for the presence of the as part of the stuff here, but it's got a meaning, and this black card will remain part of our episode throughout. All right.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it twice, which means that whatever is said is honest. Okay, and even if the answers are uncomfortable, we are going to be honest about it. So I'm tapping it twice. Here is a surprise question for you inside, and we'll start with that first. So I'm handing it over to you. You tap
Okay.
it twice, indicating that whatever you're going to say will be honest, and no matter how uncomfortable it is. And when you open it, you read the question out loud. Okay?
Okay, so let's tap first.
Great. Now you can open.
Okay. Samra Khan, have you ever felt that your voice was celebrated?
Celebrated.
Sorry. Samra Khan, have you ever felt that your voice was celebrated publicly but silenced privately? Oh, that's an interesting one.
You can take a.
Yeah, I mean, when because we were being absolutely honest about it,
Yes.
a lot of thoughts come to my mind. So I honestly don't think so.
Okay.
Or at least I don't think I've been around long enough to hear that somebody tried to, cut me out of something, or somebody tried to
Silence.
silence it, or so
This kind
in absolute to say it in a very clear words, or very simple layman words, is, for example, somebody approaches someone who knows me and they say, Samra Khan is a very good singer, artist. What do you think? Shall we include her in this event, or shall we not? And that person, out of whatever reason, says, no need. Let's go for this person. So I translate this question in that way. Or I would also say that for whatever reason, me either being a woman or an artist in Pakistan, somebody might say that just leave this person, zarurat nahi hai, rehne do, let's get a Gen Z artist, let's get a male artist, or anything like that. So these are the possibilities that come to my mind. Now, I have personally not experienced anything like that. I may have heard rumors, or I may have heard one person saying something, but I'm not the kind of person who goes by what people say. I'm just not that person at all. And I also have a lot of faith in not just myself, but in God and Allah Ta'ala, because I feel that if you are talented, and if
You're passionate.
and you're passionate and your intentions are good, things may be bad temporarily, but in the long run, no one can silence you. And I have that absolute confidence, not just in myself, for anyone around me. So I don't think it bothers me.
Great and a very powerful thought. So everyone, we are going to begin our episode with these powerful thoughts, but we are going to dig deeper into the different facets of your life. Please hand me
Yeah.
the card, and I'll put it here again. this is kind of a reminder that in our conversation, we may want to refer to this question again. And,
Okay.
We'll kind of honesty comes in slowly sometimes.
Yeah.
So, we will be able to reveal this aspect of yours. But let's get started with your journey. There are different aspects to your life, and not just singing, I know. And this is something that I want you to tell our audience about. How did the journey start? What was that first moment where somebody told you you can sing, or you felt you can sing? Where did your journey start from?
Yeah. So as a singer, I think my journey started very young.
Okay.
I was blessed with a good voice naturally, so I cannot take credit for that. I give credit to my parents, and because my uncle was a brilliant singer. And since I was a kid, this starts from school. So you start performing in your school events, and people like it. And I think also because I come from a family where my father is also part of showbiz, and
you had exposure.
I had exposure, and I think I kind of adapted some confidence from it as well. So I never had any fear of being on stage or performing in front of public, and so that started quite early. However, me being from a typical middle or slightly upper middle class family, how values systems are, you need to focus on, don't focus purely on music, and I grew up in that environment. So it's not like do whatever you want and it's okay. Now we are like that, but we always had some restriction. Okay, fine, you want to do music, you do it in school, college, and then when you get a bit older and you want to do more, you have a little bit of a pushback saying, okay, do whatever you want to do after you get married. So that was also there. So we had this intrinsic thing at the back of my mind that if you want to do something for yourself, you have to get married and do it.
Okay.
So I do come from that.
आज भी मेरे ख्याल में कई ख़वातीन के साथ ये चैलेंज होता है.
हाँ,
जो करना है,
of course.
करो.
शादी के बाद. So
शादी के बाद.
इसका मतलब है जैसे कि हमारी कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है. आपके मियाँ की जिम्मेदारी है, उसकी इजाज़त है, उसका. So I had a little bit of that aspect. I mean, but I feel that because my father himself was in showbiz, he still, my family was still supportive, but in the because they said that you need to focus on your studies. Now, luckily, I always was the person who wanted to study, and I always wanted to get into finance and business,
which is again a very contrast to the kind of talent that you have. Generally, ये देखा गया है कि those who have an artistic talent, be it in singing, art, whatever, any form of art, वो usually इतनी hardcore चीज़ों की तरफ नहीं जा रहे होते. But I think वो शायद हमें एक persona हम बना लेते हैं. हम अपने आप को खुद self-limiting thoughts की वजह से रोक लेते हैं. But yes, we would like to know more about that part as well.
So I will definitely tell you. So I think I think the interesting thing about my life, or how I am as a person, is I was always the person who wanted to do a lot of things. Okay. So मुझे arts भी करनी है. I was good at arts and drawings, and I was good at cooking. I've loved cooking since I was very young. I was into singing and acting, and so I was always. And then I got this whole label that you're like a multi-talented person. Now it's all very nice when you're young, because you have the time, you have the energy and all that. But as you grow older, you have to pick and choose. True. So of course there was a certain phase of my life when I just stopped doing any singing, and I was just focusing on my studies. And then my parents said that now you're 22 and you have to get married, and that whole race starts as well.
MBA किया, right?
So मैंने यहाँ MBA किया, और शादी के बाद then I went then when I moved to Australia when I got married, and then I did my masters in finance, or at least half of it. So that was my interest academically as well. So from a singing point of view, I used to do a lot of हमारे कॉलेज के ज़माने में we used to have these jams, and underground scene होता था बहुत ज़्यादा, and we used to have Noori and all these people performing, and so I used to do a little bit of smaller performances, but again very restricted. So anyway, fast forward, I got married, I moved to Australia. I was in Australia for about 9 years, and then 2015 में I got an opportunity to audition for Coke Studio.
Achha, tell me a bit about Coke Studio. How did this happen?
So Coke Studio का जो opportunity थी, I got it. There's a bit of a background there. So I went to college with two really brilliant musicians. One is Jafar Zaidi, who is the lead vocalist of Kavish, and Zohaib Kazi, who's also a musician producer, and he was producing Coke Studio at that time. So I was in Australia, but I was in the process of moving to Dubai. 2015 की बात है, and they said that, you know, we have this song, would you like to audition for it? And Strings was the main producer of Coke Studio at that time. So I said, yeah, please. So I sent them some demos, and they liked it, and they said, yeah, we're good, I think you can do. So it was like, you know, it was a dream. The whole journey was a dream for me, to be honest with you. So I flew in, and we recorded, and Asim Azhar was there, and Asim Azhar was relatively new at that time as well. So we had a really good time, but the whole process was like, ye waqai mein ho raha hai. And you know, Coke Studio was like the thing that was the only, still is like one of the biggest platforms. So, and that was maybe the start of my commercial journey, as you can say. So that song did really well. It came out around July, I think, in 2015. So that is where I got my first flavor of fame. So uske baad I got a few projects. I did a few OSTs for one of the larger networks here, and I got to perform in Dubai as well, because I'd moved to Dubai. So I opened for one of the bigger artists, Adnan Sami, in front of a crowd of 2,000 people. So these were all very new things for me. So, you know, like too big and too new, so you're kind of really overwhelmed. But I still was not, you know, totally clear, okay, is this something that I want to do full time? Because I had my job, you know, I had one daughter at that time as well. So I was just enjoying it, and I had not really taken it seriously. I think my issue until very recent was that I knew that I had a good voice. I'm not professionally trained. I have no shame in admitting that.
Which is wonderful. You know, training के बाद भी वो बात नहीं आती. लेकिन
yeah, like I said, alhamdulillah, I mean, I cannot give credit to myself for that, but I practiced a little bit. Just, you know, when I'm driving, I do a bit of riyazat, and so because you have to keep, you know, working on your voice as well. It's a big process for any singer. So when that happened, but that also faded away. Then I got busy again. You know, I had my second daughter. My work was really busy, and Dubai, I know people think is very fancy, but Dubai life is still tough, you know, if you're working. So fast forward again, I was not taking music very seriously, to be honest with you. I was not thinking कि हाँ मुझे ये करना है, I want to do this. But what really changed for me as an artist was in 2024, because at that time Kavish music had really picked up.
Okay.
And in 2019 I recorded a song with Kavish called Baat Ankahi, which at that time was made for an OST. उस वक्त वो गाना
कौन से ड्रामे के लिए था?
I think ड्रामे का नाम मुझे actually याद नहीं. I think गली में आज चांद निकला शायद. I don't remember the name of the actors, but I think it was a good drama, but I don't really remember because I was not following a lot of dramas at that time. अब तो हम पाकिस्तानी ड्रामे देखे, you know, we spend our time. So couple of years back, I think Kavish had really picked up, and the song Baat Ankahi really picked up. And you know, you see all these Gen Zs and social media page was just like blowing up. And Kavish was doing their first concert in Karachi in I think it was October in 2024. And I remember I spoke to Jafar and I said, oh my God, you're performing in our city. You know, it's a big deal for me. It's a lot of emotional connection. So that was a turning point for me. So I said, okay, Jafar, bas, I have to come and perform with you. Whether you like it or not, I'm coming and performing. And Jafar is such a wonderful human being. He said, aa jao, koi masla nahi hai, come and we'll perform. And I was just thinking I'm just going to perform and that's it, because I had not seen firsthand the craze that was there for Kavish and the song. So my first hand experience, it was a huge experience for me. There was a crowd of I think around 1,500 2,000 people. Arts Council में हुआ था, and when I went back to back, हमने 2 दिन perform किया था. And I remember when Jafar announced the song Baat Ankahi, and he said that, by the way, we have Samra here, and I heard the whole crowd going, you know, like going crazy and calling out my name, and I have a clip of that as well. it just changed everything for me. When I was walking on the stage, you know, it just gives you this really strange adrenaline, and I was like, oh my God, people actually know me. People know my name and they're chanting my name. I'd just seen these things. So I performed and it went really well the next day also. I mean, there was QB also there. She performed Fasle with him. So it was all like an amazing experience. And then after that, I thought, you know what, if there's so much love coming your way and people love your music, then I think you kind
need
of
to
do something about it. And that made me really sit and think, you know, now I'm at that stage in life where, you know, I think my banking career is set, my kids are, you know, mashallah, settled, and family is all sorted. So I think I can take out some time for music. So I started working on some original music. I started writing songs and I started
You started
working.
writing also.
I started writing. मुझे लगता था I cannot write anything. I mean, I thought I was a very, you know, articulate person. But when I started writing songs, I was like, I don't know whether it makes sense or not. I used to ask people, and they said, no, it sounds really nice. And I would just, you know, get on the computer, because now it's a digital age, right? So you can just pick up some melodies and tunes, and you can kind of experiment with it. So I started working on that, and on weekends, you know, I would just sit and just make some stuff. And some of the melodies, I mean, आपको अपना काम अच्छा ही लगता है, but I'm a very critical person as well, so I would ask around. So when something would click, I will ask people, like, you know, what do you think? This is sounding really nice, or तुम्हारी आवाज़ पे it's suiting, because they're like आवाज़. I'm like, it's not just about आवाज़. What I'm singing has to make sense also, you know. I cannot just say कि, you know, ठुमक ठुमक or you know, धड़क धड़क, जिस तरह के कुछ lyrics होते हैं. So I'm like, I cannot just bank on that.
Some meaningful.
So meaningful stuff. So I released 6 original songs.
Wow.
Last year. So I started with the song Asman Khula, you know, it was about friendship and love.
Was it part of an album or something? Or
No, I did singles and sing, because I was still learning. You know, I was learning about how to distribute your own music. It's a whole thing. And today's artists really struggle with these things. I mean, we can talk about it later on as well. But so I did one song, but the song that again was very close to my heart was a song that I wrote for the children of Gaza.
Okay.
And there's a song called Dekho Na, which I wrote. And I'll tell you the process, because it's, as an artist, you know, I think I became very emotional as well when I was writing stuff. And like, I'm recording and I'm actually crying sometimes, because I think wo time aisa tha, because you're so emotional and you want to express yourself. So I did that song. I got it produced by some really talented people here. And that song, you know, got released, and it got a lot of love, but I don't think I promoted it that much. But you know, you put it on your streaming platforms and all that. So it's a lot of learning journey. But everyone I knew was very supportive. You know, people share things for you on social media, and people like it, and that for me was good enough. So I didn't have objective, you know, I want to become like a viral artist in the next 12 months or anything. I was like, let me learn and understand music, let me understand myself as an artist. So that whole journey happened for me last year. So I kept on writing, and I started getting some projects. I started getting some people to say, let's record this song and perform here. But the live performance is something that really gives you a kick. Okay. So because बैठ के गाना लिखना बनाना, you know, you need to be in that headspace. You need to be you need to block out everything around you and do that. And with the kind of life we have, exactly. It's very difficult, right?
True.
So I was doing a bit of everything, and so yeah, I think last year was that. And then whenever Kavish performed, you know, a couple of times I got the opportunity. So again, last October, Kavish performed in Lahore. I happened to be in Lahore at that same time. I was going to, you know, attend their concert, just attend it. And Jafar से मेरी बात हुई, and he said that by the way, you're in the crowd and people really want to hear Baatan Kahi live, so I'm going to call you on stage. And this is literally half an hour before the concert.
Achha.
So वो जो panic था ना, because it was at Alhambra open theatre. I think there was about 4,000 people, and this was me being in Lahore after 19 years. I had no clue how the audience would be, but because I knew that everybody loves Kavish and they have this amazing, so I was like, what's the worst that could happen? And when he announced me, again the crowd went crazy, and you know, it's the best feeling in the world. And I'm so grateful to Jafar and Kavish and the entire team for having me on. And there's a reel I made about that as well, because you know, आजकल it's all about you capturing things and putting it on social media. So The performance went really well. The crowd was amazing. Like, I had not experienced that ever in my entire life. It was literally like the crowd went crazy. It was once more wali awazein, and then we performed again. And when I was leaving the auditorium and I remember I was walking to the parking with my brother. He was there with me. Like, there were people. Lahoris have a very different style of, expression, not like Karachi people. People were stopping me on the road, for pictures and all that. And again, you get that hit of fame, which when you're not in Pakistan, you don't get to that level, because Dubai is very, of course, multinational. So it was really good. So I think these things kind of keep on encouraging you, and so it's still going on now. I'm performing live. I'm working on some projects.
You are onto the singing journey now.
Yes.
थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि अभी हम जो कॉन्वर्सेशन चली है दैट वाज काइंड ऑफ इमोशनल, वेरी डीप, थोड़ा सा हम फिर ऊपर आते हैं, एंड लेट मी ऐड अ बिट ऑफ अ फन सेगमेंट, बिकॉज दैट्स पार्ट ऑफ द शो that I have, and there are certain fun segments that I add to make the whole episode more exciting. So I'm going to bring you to that fun segment, and it's like a this or that aspect. Like reel bhi hai, Instagram pe ek trend hai, this or that. So I'm going to give you options, and you're going to pick and choose.
Okay.
What is it that your inclination is towards? एक तो यह है कि you're into the corporate sector, hardcore corporate sector, and hardcore banking में होते हैं. I mean, it's such a different kind of a world, जो corporate world है, especially banking, very ruthless, very cutthroat, very fact oriented, and plus you are a finance graduate. So it's like numbers, very hard. I mean, मैंने जितने finance के लोगों को देखा उतना रूखा फीका देखा है. So you are such a pleasant surprise to me, that having that hardcore number fact of यहाँ दिल की बातें, दिल से आवाज़ें आ रही हैं, म्यूजिक है, रिदम है, और गाना लिख भी रही है, तो ये बड़ा ज़बरदस्त कॉन्ट्रास्ट टू योर पर्सनैलिटी है, which is I think amazing to showcase through this episode as well, that people can have different aspects of their personalities, and it's important कि हर aspect of personality को उतनी ही तपिश दी जाए, उतनी ही आग दी जाए, और उतना ही उभारा जाए, which is great. So coming to this fun segment, it's a rapid fire contrast. So what's your preference, Excel sheets or lyrics notes?
Excel sheet.
I love the
Excel sheet.
Excel sheet.
I love Excel.
You love Excel.
That's the nerd in me.
Okay, which is amazing, because कहाँ एक artist और कहाँ Excel.
Actually, I'll say writing lyrics on Excel sheet.
Oh.
So, which is still possible.
Structured plan or creative chaos?
Structured plan.
Structured.
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, very structured, but yet you have that perfect creative elements to blend it with your structure. That is great. So salary, credit, SMS or standing ovation?
Standing ovation.
Standing ovation. Here comes
nothing like it.
Okay. So boardroom presentation or live music or live mic?
Live mic.
Live.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
that gives you the real kick, which is wonderful. So spot on, Samra. And I think जिस तरह से 4 सवाल में से 2 को तुमने बिल्कुल hardcore तरीके से किया, और 2 को
balance.
So what a perfect balance, I must say, to your personality, which is very pleasant to see and talk to you about it. अगर मैं आज की तारीख में पूछूं, at this point in time, which one of your personality is more stronger today?
What part of my personality?
More stronger, the hardcore banking, professional finance person, or the singer, the writer, the singer. What is more stronger today?
Today, I think, honestly, it's a very tough thing for me, because I'm still navigating it. I switch.
दिल क्या कह रहा है?
देखिए, दिल जो है ना, वो डेफिनेटली सिंगर कहता है,
सिंगर कहता है,
लेकिन दिमाग जो है वो उसके बगैर आप कोई डिसीजन नहीं लेते. मैं आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन हु डिसाइड्स प्योरली ऑन इंस्टिंक्ट और दैट. सो I would say that definitely as a singer, because I feel that that's something that connects every part of you, whether it's emotional. So I would say as a singer, yes, because I think after being 20 years in a corporate environment, you kind of become a bit of a robot, if I can say it.
Yeah.
Although my work is very interesting, but I'm a relationship manager, so I deal with all sorts of customers from all different nationalities in Dubai. So, and I just want to add one more thing. Maybe we can. So you rightly said that banking का हमारे दिमाग में एक image बना हुआ है कि वो है. But I will tell you something that you'd be amazed to know how many people within banking I've met who have a side hustle, and it's completely opposite to what they're doing. So you would assume someone who's doing IT stuff in a bank, or you would think that somebody who's doing purely processes and all that, they are a brilliant cricketer, or they're a brilliant musician, somebody plays guitar. I've started looking out because I myself am like that, so I've become very open to it, but majority are still not thinking like that. So
I think the problem is not about not having it there, it's about the thought process.
yeah.
And I'd like to bring our conversation to that thought process that हमें शायद बड़ा इस तरह खास तौर पे हमारी जनरेशन I'm very amazed at the Gen Zs and the younger generation who actually think way beyond what we were not even given an opportunity to think of.
Yeah.
वो इतने अलग तरीके से लाइफ को देखते हैं, उनकी लाइफ का स्ट्रक्चर इतना अलग है, वो हर चीज समझते कर सकते हैं. हमने तो सोचा ही नहीं था हम अलावा भी कुछ कर सकते हैं. So this is the amazing part. But as you see all these elements, and जैसे तुमने कहा कि you've seen people now, they are experimenting with their talents and they are exploring themselves. So I'm also onto that exploration journey, and I thought better late than never. And my message, and probably your message to everyone else, would be that there's no harm in exploring yourself.
Yeah.
And it's in itself is a very empowering and a wonderful experience. So coming back to another fun segment now.
Yeah.
Since you are a singer, ठीक है, और आपकी आवाज़ भी सुननी है और लोगों को सुनानी भी है, लोग तो वैसे ही फैन है आपके, तो मैं आपको कुछ prompts दूंगी, and I want you to answer it to me not in terms of an explanation क्योंकि अभी तक तो बातें की, but into probably a one-line song, whatever that comes to your mind. ठीक है? Okay, so I'm going to give you a few prompts. A moment of victory. कोई सॉन्ग जहन में आ रहा है, कोई लिरिक्स जहन में आ रही है, और गुनगुना का.
मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, और I don't know कि ऐसे कुछ गाना दिमाग में आ रहा है, but I can't remember. A moment of victory. हम जीतेंगे, हम जीतेंगे. Just I don't know, it just came to my mind.
Not bad, you're doing great. Okay, a moment of heartbreak.
Oh, there's so many songs that come. हुए फासले, झूठे सिलसिले, टूटे हुए दिल जाए कहाँ.
Wow, amazing. A moment of motherhood. बातें तो हम आगे motherhood की करेंगे.
Oh, and what song can I think of? So many. Cover me in sunshine. Na 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 na. That's all. That's a song by Pink. I've sang with my daughter, but I can't remember the words right now.
That's okay. I mean, as long as it's in rhythm,
it's in a melody. Yeah.
All right. A moment of anger at the industry.
Oh.
If not the industry, anyone.
General anger. Anger में usually गाना नहीं आता है, कुछ और आता है, but you can understand.
But अगर आप वो ना बोल सके तो गाना
वो हम बिल्कुल नहीं बोल सकते हैं, वो हम off the record बोल सकते हैं. नहीं, industry पे मुझे ऐसा कोई गुस्सा नहीं है, but I would say that
I said no, not just industry, but anger कैसे express करूँ?
I don't know any songs of anger or anything.
Okay. Self-doubt.
It's not relevant, but I can just sing a song. क्या यही प्यार है? हाँ यही प्यार है. Yeah, they're not sure if प्यार है कि नहीं है. So
doubt है ना?
Yeah, doubt है.
Very good. And finally, joy, happiness.
Oh, joy is. I'll sing my own song, which is. It's called Asman Khula, which is about joy and positivity. दिल ने कहा है ये थम जा ज़रा तू थम जा, खुलने लगा है क्यों थोड़ा थोड़ा ये आसमां, बाहें फैलाए खुशियों को हम सजाएं, कोई जगह ना फिर भी मुस्कुराएं, कोई वजह ना फिर भी मुस्कुराएं, कर हो अंधेरा रोशनी को हम जगाएं, तेरी खुशी को जिंदगी में हम सजाएं.
मजा आ गया.
थैंक यू.
वाकई में मजा आ गया. आई मीन लिरिक्स भी बहुत मजे के एंड द वे यू सैंग इट्स सो ब्यूटीफुल माशाल्लाह.
Thank you.
अल्लाह मियां आपको और बहुत ज्यादा तरक्की दे और
Thank
बहुत
you.
ज्यादा आगे बढ़ाए एंड इसी तरह आप खुल के गाती रहो which is more than anything, you know. अच्छा, अब हम आते हैं वॉइस ऑफ हर पे. ठीक है. You're not just a singer, you know. The best part, what inspired me about your journey was that you've also started a movement for other women who don't get a stage, who don't get a avenue or an opportunity to express themselves. तो एक movement शुरू की है. Tell us a bit more about the movement. What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you want to do?
Yeah. So when I got back into music, like I said, just about 2 years ago. So, of course, when something is coming to you on its own, that's great. But then I felt that when I was reaching out, or I was trying to get work, or I was trying to even learn, because it's a learning journey every day, I just felt a bit lost. And I felt, where do I start? Who do I talk to? How do I network? Especially when you're not even living in Pakistan. And I always felt, I want to do more in Pakistan, because that's where your identity really flourishes, and your people kind of connect with you a little bit more. Although we have Pakistanis all around. So I was like, if I'm that lost, and I consider myself, at this age, I'm still, alhamdulillah, settled, and I felt if I'm feeling lost, I was like, I wonder how the newer female artists feel. They don't know what to do, they don't know who to talk to. And I still am lucky because I have friends in the industry, in music, and TV and media. So I thought that, and I have some business knowledge as well, because of course I work. So I thought that why don't I start something very small and see what I can do for other female artists. And it is a reality of our country, and it's all around the world, that women do have to try a little extra to be out there, to make their name, to make their mark. I mean, it's not so much about equality, it's just that we do have to push harder, whether it's any industry. So I thought to myself, what is a good marriage of my knowledge in business and my skill as a singer, and some of my networking as well. And that's where voiceover idea came in, and I discussed it, and I thought, I'll start with an event, with a concert. And we did our first event in October last year at Napa. So I was one of the performers there. I had 2 other wonderful artists, Zara Madni, and there was a new girl who plays sitar and guitar, Myra Khan. And we had some amazing musicians as well, Coke Studio musicians, very, very seasoned musicians there as well. And that's where the brand or the name VoiceOver came, because the point was not just to promote the artist, it was like to create that whole community that let's do something very women-centric, because we do have that requirement here. So a lot of these gentlemen helped us as well. We got, and it was October, so we kind of looped in Pink Ribbon as well. Okay. And these things, so VoiceOver ka jo vision hai, it's very clear. It's a two-layer objective. One is to promote female artists of Pakistan, and the second is to give back to the community in one way or the other. So whatever we do, any commercial thing that we do, I'd always like to work with some kind of a charity or some kind of an organization, because I think that is also something that we need to do as a way of life. Simple. So
purpose driven ho jati hai.
Purpose driven bhi hoti hai. Plus, I just think anything you do, you should do something for your community as a whole. So we had a really good event. We had a really good turnout. The performances were really good, and again that motivated me further, because a lot of people said that, what is this voiceover? And to be very honest with you, at that time I didn't even know exactly what I want out of it. I knew कि हाँ ये करना है, but unless you put it down, like you said, structured plan, you don't really know. So what next?
So कहीं तो दिल से किया ना.
नहीं, definitely. I mean, दिल से किया, but then I was like, you know what? I cannot just be emotional about it कि नहीं कुछ करना है, बस ये करना है, वो करना है. So that's where the corporate background comes into play. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to create a structure which is beneficial for the artist, which is beneficial for the audience, which is beneficial for the overall community as well. Because artists should not feel that, and it's very common here as well, artists should not feel कि हाँ हमें promotion मिल रही है and that's enough. No, I think the artist should also get paid. So everybody got paid. We had some sponsors on board as well. We had some really, really good names, big names sponsoring the event. We had some really big personalities attending the event as well, because they kind of resonated with the whole objective. So that happened, and then I created a page on Instagram and I reached out to people, and a lot of people still don't understand what we do. So the point is that simply it's a community, and there's some actual things that come out of it. So voiceover ka objective is, this is the objective, and how we're going to do is, we're going to have events, which is your concerts, we'll have podcasts, we'll have get-togethers, teas, we'll have mentor programs, we'll get on some experienced people where all these new artists can get together and learn from them as well. So yeah, I invite everyone. There's no discrimination. If you're a Pakistani artist, whether you play an instrument, or you're a vocalist, or you're a dancer, or you're a performer, you're in theatre, and we've had a really good response. I've had a really good response. We do these video calls where everybody got connected, and this really encourages these girls as well, and I feel that this is very, very necessary in our environment as well. So it's a safe place, and so we have a next concert coming up on the 28th of March, like I told you. So we have our next concert, which will be bigger than the last one, on the 28th of March. Again, we're doing it in collaboration with Pink Ribbon, and we have Yashal Shahid as the headline act. I'm an absolute fan of her, so I'm so glad that she's on board. And I'm also excited that we have some other wonderful female artists. So we have Samya Gohar, who's part of the Idol show these days, so she's really, really good. And we have Sara Afrin Malik, who's one of the few female DJs of our country. She's going to start the show. And we have Shizera, who is a rapper. So I've made sure that under Voice of Her, we've kind of created a very interesting mix of performers, while giving them the opportunity and giving something back to the audience. So and the title of the show is Boogie Nights. So it's going to be very, pop music, fun. And the show is open to everyone, guys and girls both. But I think the artist lineup is going to be very interesting. I'm very excited about that.
Yes, that's wonderful. And not many artists actually do that, because generally we tend to work for ourselves. But what you are doing is not just working for yourself, you're working for others as well. In this stride, you're actually helping others. Literally, you're holding others' hands, and खुद भी आगे बढ़ रही हो और दूसरों को लेके आगे बढ़ रही हो. So that's commendable, and I'd like to congratulate you.
Thank you.
And officially on this platform, I'd like to also share that wherever I could be of any help or support, would love to do that, because मुझे भी दिल से ये फील होता है कि बहुत सारी हमारी कम्युनिटी में ऐसी ख़वातीन हैं जिनको थोड़ी सी सपोर्ट, थोड़ा सा पुश मिल जाए, and we could just hold the other person's hand in that journey, तो काफ़ी वो भी आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. So this is amazing. Again, a little bit of a fun segment, and here in this segment we are going to actually bust a few myths, if there are myths. Okay, so I'm going to read few statements, and you're going to say true or false, or maybe complicated, or maybe kind of thing. Okay, so are you ready for that? Without
Let's see.
Explanations.
Let's see.
Just, true, false, or complicated. Female singers are harder to manage.
Complicated.
Complicated, okay. Women support women in the industry.
Complicated.
Complicated. Not false?
Complicated. You asked me to be very specific, so I'll just say without any explanation.
Fame equals happiness.
False.
False. Okay. Talent is enough to survive in the music.
False.
False. Okay. Talent is not. Motherhood slows down a career.
False.
False. Wonderful. So no explanations asked and we move on. But you did great.
I wish you'd ask me some true questions also.
Yes. True तो आ जाएगा ना.
हाँ.
अब हम so another facet of your life or another aspect of your life is you as a woman, as a wife and as a mother. You know,
Yeah.
mashallah, two girls.
Yeah.
तो लेट्स टॉक अ बिट अबाउट मदरहुड क्योंकि अभी एक जो मिथ आपने बस्ट की है कि women who are mothers, it's kind of, it slows down that career, and that's the kind of perception and thought process many women in our society have कि भाई ठीक है अब शादी हो गई अब बच्चे हो गए, I have to dedicate my life to my children and that's the prime duty and this is the ultimate that I do.
Yeah.
और इस जर्नी में और इस जो पूरी स्ट्रगल के अंदर बच्चे पालने के एक जो मुहिम है विच इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ अ वुमन्स लाइफ, लेकिन वो अपने आप को कहीं बहुत दूर छोड़ देती, कहीं भूल जाती है अपने पैशन, यू नो. एंड आई विल ऑल्सो यू नो रिलेटेड टू माई सेल्फ के when I do something for myself और मुझे लगता है कहीं मैं अपने काम के पीछे या अपने पैशन के पीछे अपने बच्चों को उतना टाइम नहीं दे पाई, तो कहीं ना कहीं एक गिल्ट भी फील होती है कि यार मतलब मैं गलत तो नहीं कर रही थी, मैंने अपने बच्चे पीछे छोड़े हुए हैं और मैं अपने लिए लगी हुई हूँ, तो कहीं गलत तो नहीं है कुछ ये, क्योंकि एक सोसाइटल प्रेशर भी होता है.
I think, sorry.
What would you say to that? Yeah.
I think it's a lot of things. I think it's unfair to say that it's just purely motherhood that, you know, comes in the way of your career. So I'll add a few things. Like you said, societal pressure is one thing. I think you end up caring too much about what people would say. That is one part of it. Secondly, I feel that I'll speak about myself. I feel that me being a full-time working mom, I think that I manage my time way better as a mother than I would have if I was staying at home. And I also feel that me being a working mom is teaching something really important to my daughters, to my kids. So I know that our parents probably were homemakers, you know. I would not even say housewives, I'll just say homemakers, because they have also worked really hard to do everything at home. And we appreciate that they've put aside their own likes and dislikes and ambitions for their children. So usko discount nahi karna chahiye kabhi bhi. But I would still say that today, if you ask me, I would never, I take a lot of pride in being a working mother. I don't have any regrets. Yes, you have occasional regrets that, you know, I wish I could have made it to that school event and I could have, but it also depends on how you're raising your children. So I know that my children value the hard work that I put in at work, and I feel that that quality of time that I have with them, that specific time that I have with them, is so much more important than me just staying at home the whole day and not taking care of myself. Or so it's all about the balance that you create for yourself and what you're teaching your children as well. Now again, कहना बहुत आसान है. I know people will say, it's very easy for you. You live outside Pakistan. You know, you don't have to deal with in-laws, or maybe you're living in an environment where people don't like it. Now it also depends on your partner, of course. So how supportive is your partner, or how supportive is the family? Because if you're living in a toxic environment where there are eyebrows raised if you work and, you know, you're not there for a certain period of time, that's a pressure. So I think it's a mix of a lot of things. So if you're lucky and you've made that ecosystem around you and you keep it very positive, I think you can balance it. But it's absolutely in no way comparable to the previous generations, because वो time बहुत different था, आज का time बहुत different है. So I don't think that this is something that, and you see so many women balancing everything. I'm going to make a very bold statement. I think women can manage work and home far better than the other gender. I'll just say the other gender. I'll not say anything else, because I think Allah Mia has made us like that.
I totally agree to that.
Allah Mia has made us like that because I don't think that the other gender can manage all
so
those
many
things.
things,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
बच्चों के टेंट्रम, घर के मसले,
Yes.
दफ्तर के मसले, 10,000 चीजें एक साथ चल रही
I take pride in that, and I think all the women
and then
are.
following a passion.
Yeah.
Like you, I mean, you're
Yeah.
following a passion. You have a full-fledged work life. You still connected to your children. I mean, दूर बैठ के भी you're probably managing the house,
Yeah.
running the show, even
Yeah.
behind,
Yeah.
away
Pretty
from,
much.
Yeah. So I can totally resonate to that. So while we are coming towards the finishing, aspect of our episode today, which has been phenomenal, और मेरा दिल नहीं चाह रहा कि ये ख़त्म हो, लेकिन हम फिनिश कुछ लिरिक्स पे करते हैं, कुछ म्यूज़िक पे करते हैं. मैं आपको आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी कि 2-3 कुछ अंतरे सुना दें आप. एक तो कोई एनी क्लासिकल पाकिस्तानी सॉन्ग दैट कम्स टू योर माइंड राइट नाउ.
मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत. I can.
बिल्कुल मोहब्बत बड़ा प्यारा गाना.
और आज का दिन भी बड़ा मुनासिब है.
हाँ.
I just realized it's Valentine's Day today. So
spot on.
मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत मेरे महबूब ना मांग. 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 मैंने समझा था कि तू है तो दरख्शां है हयात. तेरा गम है तो गमे दहर का झगड़ा क्या है. तेरी सूरत से है आलम में बहारों को सबात. तेरी आँखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है. तू जो मिल जाए तो तकदीर निगो हो जाए. यूं ना था मैंने फ़कत चाहा था यूं हो जाए. हाँ मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत मेरे महबूब ना मांग. मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत मेरे महबूब ना मांग.
वाह जबरदस्त, मजा.
इसको वो कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू.
इतना प्यारा गाना है.
Thank you.
ये इतना मुश्किल गाना है. I mean, मतलब hats off to you.
Thank you.
Picked up this song and you had the courage to actually sing this song. So final to the closure. The title, in fact, title नहीं कहूँगी कि इस शो का जो concept है rise beyond the title. So if I ask you, what is rising beyond title mean to you?
I love the title of your podcast,
Okay.
absolutely, because I feel that rising above the title means that you don't limit yourself to how you're labeled as a person in this world.
बिल्कुल.
It doesn't matter whether you're a banker or a singer or
Whatever.
a CEO or the head of state, to be very clear. I think for me it's about you being a good person, you're being a good human being. That comes first for me. You make sure that आपकी existence से किसी के लिए कोई problem ना create हो, and you're only spreading positivity. Otherwise you stay away from people. And that for me is the definition of the conversation today, and I hope that I can spread something positive around. around me.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. और इतना spot on आपने rise beyond titles को define किया है कि मैं भी नहीं कर पाई. So thank you so much for that. And with
Thank you.
this we come to the closure of today's episode. I hope इस episode में music, rhythm और melody के साथ साथ आपने बहुत ज़बरदस्त बातें समरा से सीखी होंगी. There is so much to learn from Samra's journey, and I'm sure you all have journeys, and there are wonderful stories that we will continue to share. Like, share and subscribe to the channel to go through such stories and to get to know about different people. And with this we come to the closure of today's episode. Thank you so much. And towards the end I would like to say that when titles go away, the titles fade away, the truth comes out. And coming back to this black card, I think what Samra has done today has really done justice to how she started with her episode today. And thank you so much once again, Samra,
Thank you.
holding true to the black card and being very honest and candid with all the conversation questions that we have. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.